welcome to another review video. I am Colin Sobrona and this is For the Drive. We're still at Packers Motors and they've allowed us to look through another car, and today we're actually looking at another minivan, the Dodge Caravan. Actually, it's a Dodge Grand Caravan. It's 2019 model and this is the SE. This has a V6, has about a space for 7 individuals, has a screen, beautiful seats, which is my favorite part of this car. So yeah, let's get into this car. Right, so one of the most interesting things for me, at least, is the exterior of this car. And if you look at me, I'm actually dressed up because this car is mostly it's a simple minivan for those people who just want simplicity, right? It's not shouty like the Sienna. It's just a very simple design, straightforward. You would miss it if it passes you, and I guess a lot of people might like that. So one of the things I like about it is the red Dodge logo on the grille. Then the headlights are halogen, so it doesn't have LED, they're just halogen lights, but they are very effective for nighttime driving. The side doors manually open, but then if you want to close them, it's an electronic function. You just pull the handle and then the door closes. The boot doors are manually operated, but then they also manually they close manually too. So it's a very nice design out there. The car has rear view camera, which is a very nice function to have, and so when you're reversing, it is a breeze for you. Not to forget, of course, it has alloy wheels, which makes the car a little lighter. This car has a very deep boot, so you can, if the third seats are up, the third row seats are up, you still have a lot of space down there for a lot of things. And then the car still has something called store and go. It's a function that allows you to store the rear seats in the boot. It's a very nice function, and it's labeled. The parts that you have to pull are labeled. You just have to pull about 4 actually. Number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4, and then the seat folds down because the seats are split, so you have to fold the 2 seats, or if you can fold one if you want it that way. Another nice thing, of course, is that you can also store the second row seats under the floor, or if you don't want to store the seats under the floor, you can just put stuff there. It's a lot of space actually, so you have a lot of careful packaging has been put into the vehicle. So that's for the exterior of this car. The powertrain of this car, it's powered by a 3.6 liter V6 6 blocks engine, and it has about 286 horsepower. But then the thing that you have to know is that this car is only front engine. It means that it's more efficient on fuel, a little more efficient on fuel, but when you're driving in places that are slippery, it will be a treat, driving just front wheel drive. So keep that in mind. If you're driving in places where it rains a lot, or it snows a lot, this might not be the best car for you because it's just front wheel drive. So that's one thing to know. Now, compared to other cars in this category, such as the Nissan Quest, the Toyota Sienna, and the Honda Odyssey, this car is not the most fuel efficient of all of them, but it is fuel efficient in its own right. Not just the most, it's just not the most fuel efficient, but for most people it's enough and it's proper. So this is the interior of the 2019 Dodge Caravan, and it's quite effective. I think this is the kind of interior you would call straightforward. Every single thing is where you would expect it to be. It's not particularly sophisticated like the Toyota Sienna, but it's still nice. The infotainment screen, this is where you control your media and stuff like that. Then this lower side is where you have your HVAC. That's the AC control and the heating for the car. And of course you have multiple couple cubby spaces in this car. You have a cubby space here. You have another one here, and this one apparently you still have a socket here to charge your phone, and you have another socket here to charge your phone. So you have two sockets down here, so you can be charging and just store your phones right here, and that covers up. And that's another cubby space down here. And of course you have your hazard lights, controls. This is where you have your transmission lever, so when you put the car in reverse, that shows as a backup camera, because the car also has a backup camera. And then when you put it back in park, you're all good. It's a very nice place to be. Of course you still have another cubby space here, you still have another one down here to keep your documents, and you have some controls up here for your sunglasses, and then you have your sun visor here. You have lights for reading and stuff like that. I'm sure you have another one on the other side. The AC controls are nice. The seat is very comfortable. I think my favorite thing about this car are the seats. I love their design. I love the materials they use. They use leather and Alcantara on all of the seats, and I love the color too. And the Dodge Caravan does not have a sunroof. The reason for that is because it has rear entertainment, so it had to forego the sunroof for rear entertainment. So it will be an option for you. Do you want a sunroof, or do you want a screen at the back for people to have entertainment? That's all up to you. But yes, this is the interior of the Dodge Caravan. Let's go to the other side of this car. Right, so this is the second row of the Dodge Caravan, and this is one of the seats. You have very few controls here. Unlike the Sienna, the controls you have are placed up here, and you can use that to control the AC for this side of the car. And you also have entertainment here. And I love the style of the seat. You have handrest on each side of the seat. Nice, very nice thing. You can of course adjust the seats to come forward, and they're mechanical. And if you don't need the seats, of course you can put them down. So this is the third row of this car, and it's still quite comfortable, and you still have cup holders, you still have space for stuff, and I love the black headliner. It's quite nice, and of course you still have speakers and the seat belt, so it's a nice place to be. Again, I love the fact that this car has leather and Alcantara mixed together. So the backrest is a little soft. It's a very different sort of leather. They call it Alcantara, and it's quite nice. I love the way it looks and feels on this car. So yeah, comfort and everything. Of course you can have up to 3 individuals sitting here. The second row is currently laid flat, that's why I have this much space, but then even when it's up, I can still have relative comfort. Again, you have space down here. Down here is where we have the media control. You have the HDMI port. You can use it to transfer data to the rear entertainment screen up here. You have HDMI, you have video inputs, the old one that we used to use, and then you have a socket here for charging, and you still have 2 USB ports, and you have a normal US or UK style socket. For the conclusion, this car remains a simple car. It remains a nice car. This car has a lot of airbags, about 7 of them. You have 2 for the passenger, for the driver, 2 for the front passenger. You have the rest are scattered at the back, so that in that in event of accident or collision, the car or the occupants are safe. You have ABS for the brakes, makes braking manageable. And then you still have cruise control, and I think that's where it stops for this car. That's for the convenience future. So this car is for someone who wants something simple, something that doesn't shout or make itself known, something that just flies under the radar, something that is comfortable but not sophisticated, and moderately fuel efficient, something that can be configured anyhow. You can store the seats and turn it into a delivery van if you like, and carry people in comfort. So again, my favorite aspects about this car are the seats. Now, the price for this car would be model specific and dealership specific, so I won't be listing it. But yeah, this one is a Packers Motor and is ready if you're ready. So yeah, we're for the drive, and we specialize in helping people find the right car for them. So we're not just about telling you to buy any car, we're telling you that you have to buy the car that suits you. So if you want personal consultation, you can call us, you can email us, or you can check our Instagram handle and give us a direct message. And you can drop your comments, like, share, and thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching, and God bless you. Have a great time.